Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. You have videos today from NateRoscoeRLP.
Why are men no longer approaching women in public? Why aren't men approaching women anymore?
We're tired of being rejected.
It's hard, and they don't have to.
I just got chased down and asked out by a bald man.
If you are a man in public, give us some space.
You should not be approaching women at the gym.
When enough women make posts about how men should not approach them, at some point, men are going to take the hint and cut their losses. Now there's an influx of women talking about how they wish men would approach them like the good old days. This is an incredibly hot topic on the internet. If you go to the comments of any of these videos,
It definitely is. I cover this topic every day.
you will be inundated with answers and personal anecdotes from men explaining why they have opted out of trying to make the first move with a woman. Yet women are still asking why this is happening. Is it dating apps, social media, the Me Too movement, or is the juice simply not worth the squeeze anymore? All of these questions will be answered in today's video. I wanted to get to the bottom of this by talking to young men in person and asking them directly why they're no longer approaching women. Why aren't men approaching women anymore, in your opinion?
I think they're too afraid to, honestly. A lot of women these days are just mainly like kind of standoffish towards them in a way.
I don't think it's the afraid or fear of women. It's just they don't want to deal with the consequences and the backlash.
Seems like they don't really want to be approached. Like they kind of give you weird looks and they think that you're being a creep or something, you know?
We don't like the no, or being told, no, you can't have my number, or no, I won't go out for coffee, or no, I'm not looking for a relationship right now.
They're just aggressive creatures, for one. I've had 3 kids.
Oh, wow.
Bro.
And it's been by like 2 different mothers.
Oh, shit. This guy's pimping.
I read in a...
This would be the Chads that we talk about that couch surf with 2-3 baby mamas that don't have much going for them, but...
story one time that the bigger the tits, the more promiscuous she was.
It's hard.
I didn't know that.
You might get rejected. There's this thing where being socially ostracized is very dangerous to you as a human, because back in the day, if you weren't part of the tribe, if you got rejected from the tribe, that was as good as being dead. So when you get rejected, that pain you're feeling is that pain. It's that primitive pain of I'm gonna be excluded socially and it's gonna kill me.
When's the last time you approached a woman?
It's been a while, probably a good year, honestly.
You don't think they'd like the Oakley knockoffs?
I guess it's not doing the trick. Shit. Well, right now I'm just kind of in a phase. I'm just kind of enjoying my life, my singlehood right now. I think the main reason I kind of stopped is I'm just waiting for the right one to come along, honestly.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because it should be natural. That you should be able to start like a real conversation with them, and then from there it grows into a friendship and then goes into more. I think that's what we're missing these days, and all these dating apps are kind of ruining it.
Just the other day, I was in a supermarket and I approached a young lady. First rules that I've learned in picking up women is if you can get them to laugh, then you're almost sure to get them to conversate.
Man, it's been a while after I had kids and stuff like that. My life is about kids these days. Some of them are smarter than other ones. Some of them are dumb. They just get drunk. They do drugs.
It's true. A lot. Yeah.
Their virginity, and they fall for money or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Today.
Oh, yeah. How'd it go?
I haven't had much luck. Yeah. All 3 had boyfriends.
Do you think any of them were lying about that?
I didn't get that feeling, no.
So you approach regularly?
I try to. Yeah, I was going to every day.
I don't hate on it. If you want to get good at something, you want a family, this is what you have to do. You have to practice this. Is juice worth the squeeze? Most of the time, I want to say no. But there might be someone that you meet that might be worth squeezing.
Knowing that the first one is going to be difficult, I'm going to have bad nerves, but by the 3rd one, I should be a little more in the flow.
Here's a question for you. If every time you went to the bathroom, somebody pissed in your face, would you keep going or would you stop? Unless you're fucking Bear Grylls, you're probably going to pull the plug on that operation. The truth is, for a lot of men, the odds are stacked against them in a brutal fashion. A recent Pew Research study found that 63% of men ages 30 and under are single, while only about 34% of women in the same age bracket are single. Most young men are single and most young women are not. If the study is correct, that would mean that 2/3 of the women that you're available to approach are already taken. Also, as mentioned in my previous video, if you're not conventionally attractive to the women you're going to approach, there's virtually no point in trying.
Almost nowadays. Back in the day, it was a little bit better. Like you were able to talk your way into things. It's so hard to even do that now because the initial approach of just looks you might get rejected so harshly immediately.
Most young women are taken and also find you unattractive to look at. Your chances of success are pretty much infinitesimal. Oh, well, the worst thing she could tell you is no. Bullshit. I like being in a relationship, man. I do, because it's just easier. When I'm in single, everybody gives me advice, and it's always bad. Like, my friends are like, Nate, you need to go up and talk to that girl. The worst she can say is no. Which, that's not true, by the way. It's not true. I'm gonna tell you the worst thing a girl can say if you approach her. You ready for this? Help! Help me! It's way worse, I can assure you. It's so much rougher, dude. There is a risk involved in a man approaching a woman, and it's not just, oh, she might say no, oh, she might call me ugly. No. It could fuck your entire life up depending on the environment. If you're at work, it could get you fired. If you're at the gym, it could get you kicked out. If you're in a city, she could call the cops, lie, and get you arrested. Now, is it likely that a woman will do any of these things I just listed? I would hope not, but the mere possibility is enough for a lot of guys to not even try.
The possibility is actually pretty high. I think that's the bigger problem, Nate. Like, it is so high that men have to think about it.
They'd rather be safe than sorry. As shitty as the internet and dating apps are, the risk there is much, much lower.
Agreed.
Do you think the social media and the dating apps have contributed to women being approached less by men?
Yeah, because I mean, even on like Tinder, I match with a woman and then all of a sudden they send their Snap and say, add me on Snap. And then all of a sudden it's just an OnlyFans. And you're like, oh.
Dude, that happens so much. It's crazy.
They just send their link and they're like, oh, add me on Snap. And then...
And it's not even a girl you're talking to, it's a guy. It's like Tate 2.0.
Yeah, no one wants that.
Yeah, when, out in public, yes. You know, like I said, with me, I don't go on social media at all, so I wouldn't really know much about social media, but I think it's just making it easier for people to meet each other by using social media.
Easier to meet in person, but not like in an unfamiliar environment, like approaching them?
Yes, exactly.
I would stay away from it, bro. Oh, hell to the no. I like the girl in the grocery store or like... You know, the librarian.
So you're saying keep it natural?
Yeah, like, you know, it's a quiet job. She likes to read books.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you said earlier, they don't have to.
Right.
Kind of have all the cards in their hand.
Yeah.
So you think they're a net negative overall?
I don't know if I would go that far.
Dating apps and social media. This is the ultimate scapegoat for why dating and relationships are no longer the way they used to be.
So why do men no longer come up to women?
Hold on. This whole operation was your idea.
Men don't have to be men and approach women anymore because of dating apps. This is why your favorite female TikTok influencer can't lock down a man. For the sake of this video, we're gonna ignore the types of men that most of these women date and just entertain this notion. Dating apps are how almost half of all relationships start nowadays. For simplicity, in this video, Instagram and Facebook will be categorized as dating apps. A recent study found that over the last 20 years, face-to-face socialization amongst adults has decreased a whopping 30%, but for teenagers, it's much worse with a staggering 45% decrease. Additionally, social media usage has skyrocketed over the same time period, which has become a surrogate for real community where couples often used to meet. In a real community, there are often consequences for being a piece of shit, but in an artificial online community, there are zero consequences. Dating is no different. Ghosting, flaking, and leading people on makes you a dickhead, but if you never see the person again, then who really cares what they think? So the increase in dating app usage has created a funnel for Chad to slam all the muff he wants consequence-free, while the rest of the 90% of men are left out to dry. The women
Chads are winning.
Online complaining about how men no longer approach women in public are not talking about your average guy. They are talking about hot guys. But a lot of guys have wised up to this and are asking themselves, what's the point? What do you think women should do if they want men to start approaching them more often?
I mean, looks matters, guys. Of course it matters. But have you tried making yourself look better? Have you tried going out to maybe broaden your shoulders a little bit, get a little bit more muscle, clean up your face a little bit more, maybe dress a little bit nicer? Those things matter, have always mattered, right? It's just we don't really think about it too much, but that's part of your image, it's part of your presence.
Be nicer. Yeah, just be polite. So I feel like a lot of the time it's just mainly like no, I'm not interested. I have a boyfriend, and then they don't. They're just lying. I don't know. Just say the truth. Oh, thank you so much. I'm not interested though.
Just being a woman, you know, it's easy enough for me to approach them. If they're a woman, I'm approaching them. Smile, taking care of themselves. You really don't want to approach too many sleaze bags. You know what I mean? I don't want to approach those homeless-looking women.
I always look for indicators of interest, so just some simple eye contact.
My strategy is very similar to this gentleman here. Key points of interest, right? As long as there's a very solid key point, and even if it's not that solid, I've even told you guys, like, if I can have a good inkling, I'm willing to risk it if she's hot enough, all right? Or I'm like interested enough, like, maybe I'll go approach. Maybe I'm seeing some signs. But if I just get all cold shoulders and I don't feel any type of anything, I would never approach that particular woman.
Can go a long way, any little thing like that. It doesn't help that men have been, I think, a little more victimized in recent years in terms of being too masculine.
And then do you think women should try and approach men starting in 2025, 2026?
No.
You think it should stay the way it is?
Yeah, leave it to the boys.
They're gonna need to.
But they always have. Remember, the handkerchief was how women approached men. Men didn't look at women gawkingly and yearningly until a handkerchief got dropped, and then he was like, "Oh, you interested? Say no more."
At this rate, yeah, because no, I mean everyone's just turning gay now, so
it's the chemicals in the water.
I mean, at this point,
Flint water.
You're gonna miss out on all your opportunity because all the women aren't approaching us anymore. So we're just gonna be like, well, we tried.
That's not a bad idea. I wish more women would approach me.
In 2026 and the remaining years after, if you guys want to survive,
approach the fellas.
There's a lot of women out there saying that men need to man up, become real men again, and start approaching women in public.
If you are a man and you are watching this, you can't be a beta, you can't be a pussy. You have to go up to a woman and be fine if she says no.
And to those women, I would respectfully tell you, do not hold your breath. I discussed in my previous video that how attractive you are to a woman is literally the difference between her perceiving you as sexually harassing her or flirting with her. Not all women are this way, but enough of them are to where men have decided that the juice isn't worth the squeeze anymore. And they're
You ain't know which one it is. Just protect yourselves. It's better that way.
cashing in their chips to protect themselves. Women were complaining that men were approaching them in public, and now women are complaining that men are not approaching them in public. Turns out, women are never happy no matter what you do.
It's just not
Classic.
enough.
As I said earlier, men are sick of having their faces pissed in and being told that it's raining. So, they're staying home and hopping in their goon pod. Thanks for watching.
Shout out to Nate. I really need to go visit the man. You know, we'll go watch one of his comedy shows or something. And it's just, I've never really cared to visit Florida or like really visit inside the United States so much. If I was going to travel, I usually try to travel outside of the country. But yeah, Nate comes to visit me in LA every so often, and we'll go grab some lunch and stuff. So we'll go give the man some subs, some support. He only has like 6K subs. Give the man some support. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.